ThreatLocker is a zero-trust endpoint protection platform providing enterprise-level cybersecurity to organizations globally. With ThreatLocker, you only allow what you need and block everything else, including ransomware. Learn more at threatlocker.com.
Nice boat.
It was a little slow.
Yeah? Is that how you came here?
It was a long journey.
From where? From Belfast?
It was from Belfast. I don't know, I ended up in Belfast, but there I was, cruising around with Polly.
Polly Woodside?
Polly Woodside.
It's a nice boat.
It is a nice
boat. You actually do boat.
I do sail.
Yeah.
You've been with me once.
I've been drinking wine on your boat.
You drank wine on the boat. You didn't do much pulling of the sheets or anything, but
no. And I have to be honest, I didn't actually come here to Melbourne, Australia, with the boat. It would have been fun.
Would have been fun.
A few hundred years ago. Yeah. But now I took a plane and I came here, and I'm excited to be here, man.
I know. Here we are in Melbourne. It's been a long time since I've been in Australia, and I have a story I'll share later about some of my friends here, but we're here for the Australia Cyber Conference 2024 here in Melbourne. It's hosted by the AISA and Akash Mattel and Megan. Thanks for bringing us out and bringing tons of stories together for us.
And thanks to Abbas Kudrati to making this happen and making the introduction. Thank you, Abbas. We owe you one.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, Cybersecurity Conference. For me, it's all about stories of operationalizing security. So how do we take the technology and bring it to the business so that we can actually run business safely and not kill our teams in the process, and do it in alignment with policy and law, wherever those policies and laws might exist, in Australia and Singapore, elsewhere around the world, right?
Whatever broke your boat. That's your thing. My thing is, number one, I'm excited we're back. It's been a few years since when we were in this region, and we used to come here from Singapore for our AISA conference.
Back in the day when we had to sail by boat.
Yeah, back. It's been a while. Not that long, but it's been a while. So excited to be back in another part of this down under, whatever people like to call it. Exciting, great food, great company, great people. I'm excited to make new friends. But to go back to what you're saying, my perspective is not much about the business. Maybe the small, medium business is more about how individual and society work together and use technology in the right way. And cybersecurity allow us to run our life, run our business with privacy in mind, and other things that allow us to be human. So a shout out to Megan, actually, that introduced us, or my show, as being technology and culture. I usually say technology and society, but I think I'm going to steal that one, because it is more about the culture and the technology that then drip into society and the other way around. So those are the conversations I'm excited to have. Absolutely. And we're going to have many conversations.
I know. So we had Akash on the show to introduce the event, so everybody should have a quick look at that. We've already had a great chat with Joe Sullivan, and we have Mikko Hyppinen lined up, and a host of other conversations, like 5 or 6 a day or something like that.
Yeah, they're going to put us in a room and throw the key.
That's right.
For 3 hours,
lock us up,
4 hours every day.
And we're going to have some really good chats, everything from, like I said, policy and privacy to operations and driving colture.
And the human element in cybersecurity.
So, which AISA is very much about, looking at hiring and keeping folks safely busy. Right? Mentally safely busy.
So we're wearing two hats. Mine is,
yours prevent wildfires. Mine.
Yeah, it's only you. It's always been my message, and since when I'm in cybersecurity, because I love, what this campaign has done. You, on the other hand, has an AI on your hat.
I have an
Tell me
AI
about
that. I often wonder that when I got this hat. I don't know how many years ago. I'll say 25-ish years. Might be closer to 30 years ago.
You're old, man.
This is an AV hat from
AV
antivirus from Peter Norton Group when I was at Symantec. And the reason I have this roughly 30-year-old hat on and I brought it from the States with me to Australia, is it reminds me of my interaction and collaboration with the team here at Symantec when I worked there, that helped me understand more about culture, the need for understanding how different parts of the world have an impact, different parts of the world, global perspective on cybersecurity, and more importantly, understanding the value of listening and learning and managing quality in comparison to timing of delivery and cost of delivery.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to meet some. I know Tim Hartman is here, who I worked with way back then, and was part of this story with me. So I'm excited to see him. Who knows who else might show up from Symantec from back in the day.
Here's one thing I like about your, walk on back on memory lane, is because there is a lot of professionals, and this conversation we just had with Joe Sullivan, we talked about MySpace. We talked about him being in this industry forever, when he was even, he was in an industry that you didn't even know existed back then, but it was the business of security already. And so listening to the people that have gone through this from different part of the world, listening to the new generation, the way they approach it, the digital natives, that's something very important for me. Learning from the past, being in the present, and looking at the future, which, do you see what I did there?
I did. I see what you did. That's the theme.
It's the theme.
Future is now. Future is now.
The future or future?
I think there's no the. It's just future.
It's much bigger.
It is much bigger.
Right.
It is much bigger.
Right.
So I want to, maybe as a final thought for me, and whatever you want to close with, but it struck me that Joe Sullivan pointedly said he's not just showing up to speak. He has a keynote, but he's here to actually absorb and converse and learn, again, for the benefit in the future of the CISO role, benefit of cyber programs throughout the world. We have a lot to learn from each other, and that, for me, is part of the big reason that I'm excited to be here in Australia and within the APJ region, is to understand the different cultures and the different way we view things, not just to look in on it, but to also take back from what we experience here and learn how that applies to other parts of the world.
I'm going to close with that. We're going to be talking with a lot of people in the government here in Australia and other parts of this region, and that's a mission that has been very, very important for ITSP Magazine, which is this too. Since when we've begun to cover conferences. At the beginning we did our own, Black Hat was our, happy birthday always event, and RSA. But we wanted to reach out immediately because it's important for us the global view. And I know people like Joe, people like you, me, and many others. That's why we go to conference in other part of the world. It's a problem that we can address much better and turn it into a value if we do it together. You can't just build a wall around it or to go through the borders. We need to do it together. And that's why it's important to be here, 26, 27, 28. Right here, this building
that
here,
building.
Not on that boat, although I'll try to jump on that boat one of these days. Take me out of prison if they got me.
There you go.
But no, we're excited.
Australian bail money? I don't know.
Yeah, we know some people.
Well,
you guys.
This is going to be super fun. I'm excited to be here. Hopefully you'll track us down, come up, say hello, give us a hug if we know you. Excited to make new friends and have some great conversations, tell some stories with each other and with our audience around the world. And thanks to the AISA team for helping pull all this together for us. And it's going to be a good week.
It's going to be a great week. If you see us in the corridor, say hello. Say hello either with a hat or without the hat.
I won't be wearing a hat this week.
You won't be wearing a hat. Yeah. I don't know. It depends how good my hair is in the morning. But no, we're excited. We want to see you there. And we're going to have conversation off camera. Not everything needs to be on camera. Just to chat around and catch up and make new friends. So we'll see you soon.
See y'all there.
Watching you.
ThreatLocker is a zero-trust endpoint protection platform providing enterprise-level cybersecurity to organizations globally. With ThreatLocker, you only allow only what you need and block everything else, including ransomware. Learn more at threatlocker.com.